Okay, this is Steve Davis Snooker for the ZX Spectrum. Good old Steve Davis, he's a bit of a... He knows his snooker, it's old Steve Davis, you know. Some of you know your billiards, some of you know your pool. This guy knows his snooker. He knows pool as well, actually, he's pretty good at pool. He's been in the European Championships. Europe versus America Championships, I can't remember what it's called, Maceroni Cup or something. That's Steve Davis Snooker. He's a bit of an old timer now, snook player. He used to be the bollocks, ginger's lad, but I didn't get him down because the fact that he's ginger. He's a trooper. I like that, trooper. Anyway, this is his game. He had a computer game about him. Steve Davis Snooker. It's all about snooker on the old humble Spectrum. You can have one player, two player. You can have some sound off. Just turn that fucking. I tell you, you need to turn sound off. It's atrocious. They've got the Kuro speech device, you can have that on why the fuck you want to. You have a long game, short game. Let's have a short game because I'm not here. I'm not going to live forever, so let's get on with it. Here we are. Here we are. So you place your ball. There's, unfortunately, Spectrum colours are very limited, so you follow my cursor. That's the brown ball, and the white one is the green ball because the table's green. There aren't enough colours, so the green ball has to be white. That makes sense in a certain point of view. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I've done a foul shot. I know the rules of snooker. I've played it a few times. My gran and my nan used to have a snooker table, full size one. Worth noting, there's no computer opponents in this game. Because on the Spectrum they used to make these games, and they didn't bother. They did their physics, which is not too bad in this. You know, you hit the ball, it bounced off in the right directions, but they forgot to add a computer opponent. You know, not to worry, because it really would have took. I can't imagine Spectrum being much of an opponent. I mean, if you want a good game of snooker, you play Jimmy White's or someone. Jimmy White's well with snooker. You need to select the colour. Well, the only one I can reach is yellow. Number 2. So you aim the ball, the cursor, press buttons, hope you fucking hit it. I do. Not too bad for a snooker game. I remember the snooker game I used to have was on a 6-pack of games. It was it took about 12 seconds to load. It was the quickest load of all time. It's very basic but quite playable. Didn't have no computer opponent either. Oops, I was looking at the wrong ball. No, Steve, I don't know if you remember Steve Davis, because he at the time he was like a young maverick, but nowadays he's an old fuck. I mean, he's so old. He's playing snooker a long time when Jesus was there. I mean, him and Jesus, they were snooker buddies. They play at the same time, they play at the same stables. I'm looking at the wrong fucking thing again. Yeah, they played together. I'll tell you something though. Poor old Steve Davis playing against the Son of God. It ain't fucking easy. You aim with the cursor. Because you know they used to. Figures are playing with old. Not only does he have the power to like move balls around where he wants to, but see, Jesus has this ability to turn water to wine. So when poor old Steve is sipping on his water, what he thinks is water between shots, fucking Jesus, he's turned to wine. And poor old Steve Davis, he's pissed as a fart. By the end of the frame, he's like Alex Higgins. He ain't fucking Steve Davis. He's like Alex Higgins. No, remember Alex Higgins? He was a piss artist. He used to turn up, and because snooker players use like a tipple when they're playing snooker. The only thing is, Alex Higgins used like a tipple of booze before, after, and during the game. So he used to be all over the fucking shop. So you play against Jesus, and that's what you're like basically. If you're a religious person, I don't want to offend you. I'm sure, you know, Jesus wouldn't cheat at snooker, but then again, if his life depended on it, maybe he would, maybe he wouldn't. So I'm going for the blue. I'm going for the blue, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm not an atheist. A lot of people these days are atheists. I don't know why. You know, you can't prove it, you can't disprove it. That's my theory. Agnostic. That's the way to go. You know, you don't shove your religion down my fucking throat. I won't shove my disbelief down your throat, because, you know, everyone to their own opinion. I get a bit political here, and I shouldn't do that really. What card do I want? I want that white ball, whatever that fucking is. What is it? Green? 3. The green. Yeah, fair play to you. If you're religious, you're religious. I don't like people who have a go at people because you know, because their beliefs. Oh, I know you can't. It's like vegans and that. Everyone's got an opinion, like an arsehole. Everyone's got one. You know, but fair play to you. I'll get a bit out of my depth here, and I don't want to offend anyone. Like I say, it's all good fun. This is a snooker game, for fuck's sake. There's no religious connotations with this game. It's about potting the fucking balls before your opponent does. Unfortunately, I've got no opponent, so it's all about getting the best rate you can. If you've got a mate and he, for some fucking reason, wants to play snooker on the spectrum with you, tell him, oi, I've got a game for you, son. It's Steve fucking Davis. Why is someone fucking texting me now? Oh dear. Oh, look at that trick shot. This is Steve Davis. Not a bad game. Let's have some fucking. Let's pot this fucker. I tried to review this game before, but some fucker interrupted me, so there you go. So if you want a good game of snooker on the spectrum, this is probably the game to be. There's no computer opponent. I couldn't be asked to program it. A computer opponent. So you just got to rely on yourself or your mate. And I'm going to give this game 6 out of 10. It's pretty. You don't know how bad the sound effects. I've turned half the sound effects off. You don't know how bad they fucking are. I did a foul shot there, but no one gives a fuck. This is Steve Davis Snooker. One of the premier snooker games on the spectrum. If you want to get your snooker kicks, don't play this. Just download Jimmy White's Whirlwind Snooker on the PC or something, you know. But it's not too bad for a spectrum game. There are better games, but 6 out of 10, and that's your lot. Apologies, I offended anyone during this review. I don't normally try to.